Будеш чи не будеш? Не, спать. Bro, the mic is not even in. Oh my god. Welcome back, guys. I'm lucky because I noticed that the mic was not connected and I was already recording a long time. But yeah, maybe it was for the good because I was speaking nonsense maybe. So, as I said, the SIG for relax. Now, this SIG is for not eating because I got into my maximum calories today. I finished my calories, and I had to, guys. I had to. I need to still let out everything, because I'm still crazy. And now I will tell you even why. But first of all, let's go to the update. So now the bulk is 3,200 calories, 140 grams of protein, 500 grams of carbs, and 80 grams of fat. And we checking, like we still checking. I have in 2 days on Friday I have to send my coach a check, and then he gonna like see how my body reacts, and then I guess things gonna change a little bit, but like we still pushing like that. Right now I'm on 300 tests every day, small, like micro doses of 300 tests. GH, oh, I forgot because I already did the video and I noticed that the mic is not on, so it's a new video now. So I will go again and introduce you guys to, oh shit, no, it's bad example. But again, the SIGs are gonna be gone soon because I'm gonna be on extreme level. Now I'm just chilling, so I'm like, let's have fun. But yeah, my brother GH, say hello. He's not speaking, he's shy. Yeah, he's with me every night and sometimes every morning. For now, we only have, how much is that? Like maybe around 2 or 3 I use a day. We're gonna up the dose to 8 units a day. And as I said, we're gonna add insulin, but it's not now. I still need to get my diet right, my mind right, and everything. I heard something. Never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot it, not now, soon. You're gonna see. Okay, and I have, and Santa is with us. Yay. Oh la la, so good. Guys, tea. I think it's without even caffeine. I don't know, but whatever. I'm going to sleep later today, so never mind that. So the update, as I said, the bulk is continuing, is going good. About the training, we have upper day where I'm just going to chill, with upper, not gonna force myself, into like heavy sets or something. Maybe I'm just gonna do some heavy, but not really write it down like I'm gonna do on legs, like progressive overload. So we have on Sunday we have the upper, and then we have on Tuesday we have hamstring and glutes, and then on Friday we have quads and glutes. So on the legs are priority. Today I had my first hamstring day, and today was my first day on the bulk, like the clean bulk. I'm back because I had, to clean my head and everything, and now I'm gonna tell you the stories that the reason why I got so crazy, and I ate so much junk and I go out with friends and stuff because okay, so the first story, it was a couple of weeks ago. It was on my prep to the competition, and I was on 12 or even 14 weeks on the train, and it got me crazy, guys. And not just the train, but the working hours. I worked like a slave, like like a lot of hours. So I got crazy. My mind was not with me. Okay, my mind was like gone. So what happened is I was working, and then a random guy just entered the job. He just entered, he's like, "Oh, sorry guys, do you have here water?" I'm like, "Yeah, I will show you. Let's go." And then I go with him. I show him, and he took the water, and then we was like talking, like random talk. And then he said like, "Oh yeah, I'm crazy. I'm taking pills, this and that." And I'm like, "Oh really?" And he was sleeping in a bus. Okay, like. Okay, so in my warehouse where I work, there is a place where there is a broken buses. Okay, so he was sleeping in one of them, and I'm like, oh, let's go, let's see your bus. Like I was curious. I don't even know why. So I go there, and it was night, and I was not scared, but I was like, I don't want to be alone with him in the bus, because he looks crazy and stuff. So I called my brother, Jacob, and he was on the phone with us, and this guy is crazy. He was like, um, my level of IQ or something like that. I don't remember the word, but let's say IQ, for example. But it's not IQ. It's like a spiritual level. I don't know what he said. I don't really know, but he said like, oh yeah, I'm a million something something beyond everyone. I'm like, damn, how much we are? He said like, oh, you're around 50. I'm like, what? You're million? I'm 50? Damn, son, how can I increase that? He's like, okay, let me show you. Put your head down and close your eyes. I'm like, damn, son, he's gonna kill me. I'm like, I'm crazy, so I'm like, okay, I'm listening. And my brother is on the phone, on the video, and he's also repeating that. And we both like do this, and he's like speaking, and he's like, okay, now I level up. You are around 100. I'm like, damn, son. And he's like, you feel that? I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. Bro, I don't even know what happened to us. We were just like, like let's do what he does. Like whatever. I was crazy, as I said. And he showed. Okay, so it was funny. Wow, oh my God, it was so funny. So he said like that he didn't have sperm, okay, and he did praying and something, and he leveled up something, and then he said like, oh, now I have a sperm, and I'm like, damn, son, okay. And he said like, do you want to see my weapon? I'm like, bro, you're not going to show me your wee wee now, yeah? Like I was in my mind, like like thinking about that, and my brother on the phone, like laughing hard, and he's like going to his bag, and he opened the bag, and I'm like, okay, maybe he gonna like, how you say, like he's gonna like bring a gun and like, oh, this my weapon, and kill me. I'm like, I was so crazy. I was thinking about crazy stuff, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. I was crazy stuff and chilling at the same time. I don't know. I'm crazy guy. And then he pull out bowling. How you say it? Like not the ball, but the thing that you throw on it in the bowling. So there's like this one. He's like, feel it. I'm like, what do you mean? Like touch it. I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, maybe he killed someone with this thing because it's heavy. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going to jail now because I'm touching that shit. And he's like, I made sure that it will not hurt you because I did something, so it has no spiritual pressure right now. I'm like, oh yeah. Anyways, guys, it was a crazier story. Okay, it was more crazier because in the moment, he showed me so much like books that he wrote about frequencies and stuff, and I'm like, bro, he's beyond me. Like I'm too crazy for this right now. And he's like, oh, I have pills. Do you want to try? I'm like, yeah, why not, bro? And those pills called Prepnan. It's pills for schizophrenic people. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And he's like, oh, so uh, uh, to not scare you, I will show that I also take it right now with you. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to take it right now, but give me. So he took, and I'm like, okay, looks good. He told me like at the beginning, take half a pill because maybe you're gonna feel something. So I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then I go to my warehouse, And I was on the phone with my brother, and I'm like, bro, let's go. I'm gonna take the pill, you know? And I don't even know why I was not scared to take the pill because, guys, don't play with pills, and you will now understand why. So I took the pill, and I just felt, honestly, it was my luck because I just felt a little bit tired, and that's it. I woke up in the morning, fresh, everything is good. Okay, story over about this story. So a couple days ago, when I finished everything, like the whole cut thing, about the competition because we didn't compete. So I was like free, and then my friend told me like, "Oh, I'm taking these Miro pills. Miro pills. It's pills for depression." And I'm like, "Oh, depression sounds easier than schizophrenia pills." I'm like, "Yeah, let me try. Why not?" Bro, I don't even know what happened to me that I'm trying those crazy pills because honestly, I've never touched something like that. I was against, I didn't believe and I was against pills, okay? But I'm like, let's try it just for fun, Why not? I took the pill. I was on the scooter, okay, on the motorcycle. So I drive him home. I took the pill and then I go to another friend, It was at night. I'm with my friend, like this one, and I'm feeling like my eyes, and my brain is starting to lose, like I feel like there is nothing in my mind going on, and I feel like I see everything blurry. I'm like, okay, I need to go home. So I told my friend, okay, I need to go home. I go home, and then I came back home, and I'm like, wow, I'm so tired, and I feel kind of like when you lose consciousness, okay, and you wake up, you're like, whoa, what happened? What's going on? So this is the feeling. I don't understand what's going on. So I go to sleep. I slept so much. Guys, I slept so much. I had alarm clock for 7. I woke up at 9:30. And the whole day I was like tired as wow. I was so tired. I'm like this one. I'm sleeping everywhere. If you put me like this one, I will sit down, and after maybe 2 minutes, I'm like, it took me like 3 days, to get back to myself. I was so tired. I didn't feel good. I felt like I'm in a dream. I had no mind, nothing. And so just today, I came back today, I feel like fresh and everything is good. And I'm fighting those 3 days. I'm fighting myself, like, let's go. We back, like I'm putting my rock music and I'm like, okay, let's go. Huh. And then after a couple of minutes, I'm like, again, like, oh, like tired and everything. And I slept all day. Like every chance that I had, I go to sleep. And I'm like, bro, those pills are crazy, like super crazy. And I'm like, okay, thank you very much. It was an experiment. Never again. I don't want to feel tired like that again and mindless because it's crazy. I rather think all day instead of being like a zombie, So that's the story, that's crazy. And what did I want to say other than that? Yeah, I want to speak about something now serious, like something really like deep, because leave aside all the crazy stuff, it used to be. Now I'm back, and now we have the bulk and everything, and the job and everything, so we need to get serious. It was all fun and stuff, but now it's this serious time, so we go into a serious phase. So what happened now is I'm super disappointed about me, about myself, because I told myself never, ever again expect something from someone, and never, ever again trust someone. Like I trust my close friends, like my close, like I call them brothers, because they're very close to me. But still, I will have no expectations, and I'm like, okay, like I have more understanding now, nowadays. Like if they have something in their minds, I'm like, Like for example, I need help and they can't help me, and because they're lazy or something, or it's not a very pleasing help or something. So I'm like, okay, well, I understand them, because I have no expectations. But in my job, my boss, okay, so we talked about something because I told him that I don't want to go into the full story because it's a very complicated story, but it's like I would just tell it like so you will understand that I talked to him about something because um, I was working a lot of hours, okay? So I didn't want to get paid, by the law. I said let's do it half and a half because I know he can do it, and he is already doing it to people. So I'm like, I know I'm close to him. I know that I help him so much. Like in that time, in the holidays, where I told you guys that my job now we have to stay a lot of hours. So me and only his sons stayed all the hours. Like we were working like 14, 15 hours, 13 hours every day. So I told him, look, I have a problem now with money and I need this money. So I have motivation now to work because there is like a lot of hours. And I was cutting at that time, for the competition. It was so hard for me, because I was not eating, and they were ordering every day like hamburgers and pizza, and I didn't eat nothing, I was a zombie. And I told him like, help me, because like I need help. And he said like, yeah, no problem, okay. We decided to do this and that, and he said, okay, now everything is over. The holidays are over. Now it's pay time. So he's like, listen, there's a problem. No, he didn't say there's a problem. He told me like, okay, I'm gonna pay you this amount of money, and I'm like, there is still 2,000, 2,000 money that are missing, and it's a lot of money. And he's like, no, you can't eat the whole cake. I told you that I can do this and that. So let's say he just like he didn't really stayed on his word, what he said. So I was so disappointed. I'm like, yeah, I'm honestly, I was so disappointed to the point where I said like, boss, do whatever you want. I don't even care anymore. Honestly, like you said something, you don't do it now. Whatever. I told you that I will. Make those hours and make this money, and now you say like, oh no, I didn't think that you're gonna make this amount of money, so whatever, and I'm looking at this like I gave everything for your job, everything, all my time that I had in those days I gave to the job. And I think about it like, okay, so you say it's a lot of money, okay, but what about like maybe think about it the other way. The missing 2,000, okay, that he said like he's not gonna pay. Why not look at it like a bonus? Like, oh, you know what? You worked so hard, you were so tired, but you still worked and stayed, and you was loyal. Here you go, 2,000 as a bonus. Why not this way, And instead, he was like, I'm trying to do good, and now you say I'm not good and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, boss, I just told you, we had an agree we agree on something and you said yes, and I was planning on those money, I was planning to get a new camera, to buy my home gym, and to buy insurance for my scooter and everything, I had the schedule for everything, and now it's like 2,000 is missing. So basically I need to like choose if it's the camera that I'm not gonna buy, if it's the gym that I'm not gonna buy, or is it the scooter that I'm not gonna do the insurance for the scooter. So I'm like, I got disappointed because I wanted everything to go smooth and start, as I said, like the YouTube that I want to do, So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. And then after one day, he said, like, you know what? Now that you say that I'm this and that, I will do this and that. So he tried to worse the situation. I'm like, do whatever you want, boss. I don't care. and then he said like, okay, okay, never mind, I will do this and that, you know. He wanted to worse the situation, you know, not just about the 2000, but now he wanted to do something nastier, okay? So he said like, oh, never mind, because he saw like I don't care, you know. I'm like, yeah, whatever, do whatever, I don't care. And my message here about this story is, guys, never, uh, like, this is the last time you're gonna see me do something like that. Um, I sacrificed all my energy, all my time, my prep, my everything into this job. And then people act like that. That's my message to you, guys. Like, never ever sacrifice yourself for someone else, because you will just be disappointed. I mean, sacrifice yourself for honestly people who showed you something, you know, not just like talking. Those who show you that they are behind you every time. For those people, I will sacrifice my life easily. But after this one, I'm like, damn, son, I didn't expect that. You know, I was like hurt, you know, because it's something that I didn't expect. You know, I'm like, he's a boss, he have money, you know, and we had an agree on something, and now he's doing these things. So how do you expect me now to go back to work? You know, like, how do you want me to show my face? You know, after like this situation, you know, like, I feel like I don't want to see him anymore. You know, like, and it's not just about the money; it's about the word. You know, like, you give a word that you're gonna do something and you don't do it. You know, that's what hurt me the most. You know, not the money. The money, okay, no problem. I will work another month. I will wait another month. No problem. Nothing gonna happen. You know, I'm not gonna die because I don't have money now. I have food. My pets have food, so I'm happy. That's all I need. You know. But yeah, just stay true to yourself. That's it. Stay true to who you are. And if you give your word to someone, please, guys, do whatever it takes to stay on these words. Because in the end of the day, all we have is you see, like, I'm talking to you, you know? I'm not doing some magic stuff, you see, I'm just talking to you. And from talking, you can get something. It can be positive, it can be negative, you know, but at the end of the day, it's the words that we speak. And then we need to take action, you know? So don't just rush to speak. Listen, watch carefully, you know, and don't expect and don't be too. Sometimes we follow our feelings, you know, like we get too hyped up, you know, and then like we have those ideas, you know, and then the other day you watch and you're like, damn, son, those not my ideas, you know, like it is my ideas, but they're not gonna work, you know, because this guy is not following this. Like, I will give an example because it's hard for me to explain like that. So I always had an ideas with people, and then when I had the ideas, I was too hyped. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do those videos with these guys, and then we're gonna do this training with these guys. The day after I wake up, I see those guys, they're not even interested in that, you know. So I'm like, oh, I got too hyped again, you know. I had my hopes high again, and it's tired. You get tired from that, you know. You get tired from that because you get disappointed very easily, and then you need to think again about the plan and everything. So yeah, I don't want to make this video long. I just want to say, guys, for you, lately I've been watching a lot of. I am not a religious guy, okay? I just now got into Christianity. I really like Jesus Christ, you know, like really the stories and everything. Um, I can't really say that I believe in God, but you know, I'm like um, taking my time, you know, with God and everything because I used to rush those things, and I used to believe very like like this one, and then something happened to me, and then I didn't believe, and then believe again. So I'm like, I just take my time. I don't think about that anymore. I'm just like, enjoy, learning the Bible and stuff. And I'm like, damn, Jesus Christ, bro, respect for you. Like, honestly, like Jesus Christ, the stories, the the meaning, the everything is crazy. It's like, damn, I feel that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn more because I feel good learning, and I feel very connected, to these stories. So I'm like, yeah, I love it. Why not? So this is something that really helped me, to see those things as positive. If I was before, I would think that everything now is negative, when why he did this and why he did that. But now, as I'm learning more about Christ, bro, I took this situation, those things very easily. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I was disappointed, but whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And another thing, I bought this bracelet on AliExpress. You see, not something special, very cheap even, but it helps me right now because this hand is always the sinner hand, I call it. This hand is always the one that making those sins, because I'm a left guy. So you understand me. I don't want to go into details too much, but I put it here, and then every time that I think about something doing bad or something, I'm like, I have the bracelet, and it stops me, and it works, guys. So it's been a good cheat code, and I really love it. So yeah, um, it gives me power. So I don't really suggest people to study Bible or be religious because it's something that is always between you and the religion and God and whatever. So I don't like go into those things too much, but I just like to share, what I do. So that's what I did, and it made me a better person, honestly. Yeah, and I know you can find those things in a lot of things, not just religious stuff or the Bible or God. You can find it even in the gym, in the food, in the nature, in your family, in your friends. There's always positivity l- if you learn how to watch carefully and not put yourself in situations where you know something negative can happen, then you're gonna stay positive because lately I've been putting myself into a lot of negativity. Like I didn't notice because I was like, oh, I was like brainless. I'm like after the cut, and I'm like, I just want to have some fun and rest. So I was going out with a lot of people, like my friends. But the energy that they have, it's kind of negative. So I'm like, I need to take care, about myself. Like I can talk to them on messages or something, not even on the phone, just messaging and stuff. But honestly, going out with people, it's something that it's been not really good for me, because I'm in very different thoughts and ideas, and I'm an emotional guy. So when I see people that talk about something, like for example, like they can say, "Oh, look at that fat woman." For example, and it's not happened, but I'm just giving an example, and it can make me feel very disconnected. I'm like, damn, what did you say right now? And I will not show it at that time, at that moment, but I will just like the next day I will not be there anymore. So that's how I do my things. So I felt like that lately, like, bro, when I'm alone, everything is good with my energy. My energy is safe. I feel like I want to make more videos, more content. I want to train harder. I want to eat cleaner. Everything is good. So that's the reason why I love being alone. And it's not something negative for me. It's the other way. It's positive. I feel so good, and I have so much to do. And even the funny part is I have so much things to do that I don't even have enough time in my day to do them. So it's only the notes, to do the stuff. So I'm like, I'm just waiting to do those things. It's not like someone is calling me and I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go outside. No, I'm always thinking about, damn, do I really need to go outside right now? And in the other hand, I'm like, bro, those my friends, like I need to show up sometimes, because it's not like they did something wrong to me, but it's just like I really like being alone. That's it. Oh, enough with the talk today, guys. I just wanted to come out and do those videos for you guys. I hope you like them, and if not, I'm sorry because that's really all I can do right now. Maybe, who knows, maybe if I will see that my schedule is being a little bit more free, and I will have a little bit more money so I can not work as much hours as I work right now, then I honestly want to make better content, like with maybe in the gym, like show you like how I train, what I do, my food, daily, my morning routine, my night routine, whatever. But it's something that it takes time, takes time. So right now, I'm just trying to do what I can do, and as I said again, if you guys love this content and you want to see me do other things, please put in the comments whatever you want me to do, just ideas and stuff. And I know that as soon as I get the camera, I'm gonna do a Q&A. So um, it's gonna be very interesting because I know you guys have a lot of questions, and I've seen some of the questions. They're so good, but it will not be comfortable for me, to write down on the paper or something. So I'm just like waiting for the camera. So it will be more professional, more fun, and it will be with the phone. I go down and see all your questions, guys, and I will be answering. Um, yep. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I don't really care about likes, but I do care about the comments. If you have something to say, leave a comment and let me know. And let's keep pushing together, guys. Let's get bigger and stronger. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Good night, everyone.